Through a joint venture between China's Zhejiang Hengyi Group and the Brunei government's Strategic Development Capital Fund subsidiary Damai Holdings Limited, Hengyi Industries was incorporated in 2011 with $3.45 billion under the first phase investment committed to building one of ASEAN's leading oil refinery and petrochemical plants on Pulau Muara Besar. With the first phase of Hengyi now operational, PMB is able to refine 175,000 barrels of crude oil per day, equivalent to 8 million tons per annum, and produce petroleum products including fuels such as gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel, as well as raw materials for the polyester chain including paraxylene and benzene. Hengyi's current workforce is 1,665, 30% who are Bruneian, with Hengyi committing to increase localization to a target of 90% under the implementation agreement. In addition to open recruitment, Hengyi has also set up a joint chemical and process engineering degree with UBD and Zhejiang University, and an advanced diploma program in chemical engineering between IBTE and Lanzhou Petrochemical Polytechnic, which guarantees employment with Hengyi after graduation. We speak to Bruneians working for Hengyi on their experience and plans for the future.
There was a study on refineries having new businesses generating and creating employment for Brunei. Back then, we were still waiting for construction to happen. So it was mostly doing reports and studies, created and maintained relationships with government agencies, a lot of preparation. And now we're in operation stage, actual movement of shipments and vessels. We're currently exporting refined products and everything else. It's very different working here. It's challenging. The obstacles are good because only with that, once you get over them and you find solutions, you just become more resilient. My colleagues are really very goal-oriented. Their work ethics, it's always a yes, we can do it.
I've started around 2017. Before Hengyi Industries was sited here in PMB, we were actually placed in Empire. Since we are like fresh graduate, we were sent training to China. My background is electrical background. The engineers taught us in Shanghai on the equipments that we need to familiarize before we start the operation here in PMB. As an operator, we monitor and control the real-time power generations to the load consumptions, as well as the data, the readings of the equipment in the power plant. So we were here during the construction phase. When we first came here, this place is basically like a desert. So we've seen how the power plant was built. My experience for 3 years, it's overwhelming. We have a large scale of power plant, large scale of our refineries.
I started work on the 8th of April 2013 as a HSE executive for the environment. This involved really looking to the requirements of the 2013 Environmental Impact Assessment and also the 2017 Single Point Mooring EIA, and also other environmental legislations, policies or requirements. Since 2013, indirectly, us locals have become unofficial ambassadors, showing the rich diversity of our Malay culture and food, festivities, and our loyalty towards our monarch. Consequently, I've also learned and appreciated the different norms and cultures practiced within the community of Hengyi Industries.
We ensure that all fire vehicles and facilities are combat ready for any fire and rescue emergencies. It has been very challenging beginning in a new field of petrochemical industry. Waking up as early as 6 in the morning, we carry out our own fitness regime, but before starting our actual tasks such as checking our fire equipment and fire vehicle, simulate drill based on different emergencies scenario and updating ourselves with a new method of petrochemical fire fighting.
I am a certified and approved Imam by Brunei Islamic Council to lead Jumaat prayer at PMB. I also help out my other colleague when they ask me anything related with religious matters. Under corporate communication, it is a totally different role and responsibility, such as drafting letters, keeping records of our file, attend meeting, planning and organizing our CSR activities. I would love to gain more valuable experiences by working here expand my skills and abilities so that I can be a more efficient worker that will help me in my future journey.